That's alright. Honestly, I wasn't really, like, thrilled with that run since, like, Princess. The fact that it stayed alive as long as it did is already surprising. Well, maybe not, because staying alive for me is actually such a low bar, given how far off my sob I am, but, I don't know, from Chancellor onwards, I was just accepted that that run was dead. So at that point, it's like, whatever. It's alright, I wanted to do another run tonight anyway. Thanks, Blakey. Alright, that's helpful. Good health here. Oh, that's really dumb. Whatever. Oh, that's not... I don't even know what to do. Whatever, we'll just go with it. I don't care. Very unfortunate drop on the blue stud there. I don't know how to back that up. I should really ask a high-level runner what you're supposed to do if you still have studs on player 1 there, because I just made up a strat, because I don't know what the strat is. I missed. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. I almost missed, but I guess I backed it up. I definitely pressed caps lock instead of tab on my first alt tab there. For my second. I did 3 alt tabs. And one of them was a caps lock tab. Or, sorry, an alt caps lock, excuse me. Oh, okay. That was an interesting A input that I did not press. I just did 1 there, not 2. Interesting. Fine. It's like a 48, I think. Yes, I do remember that. I was actually looking at that clip recently. That has to do with the same thing that causes the bunker crash. It's something to do with the, you're crossing the split spline, it's loading the next room, and it has some issue loading, like, the file that has the grass in it, or something, and the game freaks out. I know it's grass related. The grass file is what causes that. Which is funny. Okay, I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back. I have to remind myself I need to fill up my Brita pitcher, because that was the last of the water and I did not have time to refill it. Maybe I'll do that during the feed cutscene. Oh, I wanted that. Should be fine. Fortunately, none of these hearts are anywhere near me. Maybe we'll still get lucky. Okay, well, that's not what I wanted to do, that dude. Unfortunate. I don't understand. Genuinely do not understand. I think I've missed that like 8 or 9 runs in a row. I have not hit those targets in a run in such a long time. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I should probably fix it, but it's just like, I never think about the fact that I keep missing targets in it. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, it's pretty rare. I haven't heard of anyone coming in and asking about it. Though I'm gonna guess people don't play that level very often. I've only seen it happen a couple times, if ever. If even a second time, I'm not sure. Well, that was a really bad escape. New way to get redrop-in just dropped? What are you referring to? Redrop-in on keyboard. What? That's a new one. Yo, what's up, Emo SpongeBob? Yeah, the salt video is really cool, and it's so nice we got a chance to spotlight the community. Good. Okay. Yeah, there's been a lot of new runners coming in. The game is always at least somewhat active, but a lot of people that had not been playing for a while came back. There's been a ton of new people as well. Pretty good. I think that's a 49. Might be a high 48. Alright, well we can have a much better feed and maul than last run. Oh, a low 48. No worries, Visions. I realize I'm going pretty late tonight. I appreciate you stopping by regardless. I would have loved to have streamed earlier today, but I just wasn't able to start until when I did. Well, this is like an actually normal beginning to feed, so that's good. Much better than the last one. Okay, that's not it. Fine. That sucks. I don't know why I waited until I landed on the ground to put my lightsaber away. Well, that was fortunate. Okay. Alright. Yeah, that's interesting. Huh. Sorry, I tried to read the message in chat, but I definitely did not fully grasp most of the words I read or the order. So I'll read them in the cutscene. That was a surreal experience. I was just like looking at words and like not comprehending a sentence. Did that a little bit late. Alright, leaderboard starts at 135th at 718. How long would it take for someone decent at video games to get on the leaderboard, would you say? Well, anyone can submit to the leaderboard. You don't need to beat a certain time. As long as, like, you follow the rules of the category, you're allowed to submit. But to get, like, a sub 3 hour, it really depends. Because it's not just how good you are at video games, it also matters, like, how well you're able to pick up, like, 1 player 2 controller strats, which is different for everyone, because it's a pretty unintuitive thing that not a lot of other video game things have. But Dimey's right, sub 4 first run is very achievable. You don't even need to practice that much for something like that. A lot of the longer runs are people that, like, looked at no resources, were doing the runs blind, didn't know how to beat rooms of the game, that sort of thing, like. So if you are familiar with the game, that gives you a leg up on a lot of the people towards the bottom of the leaderboard already. Yeah. This is a good mall. Just finished Breaking Bad. Yo, nice. It's a pretty good show. I think I watched it in like 2017 for the first time. I don't know if you're interested in continuing, but Better Call Saul is also a pretty good show. If you're a fan of Breaking Bad, you'll probably like Better Call Saul as well. Assuming you haven't already watched it, but based on your message, I just made that assumption. Oh, nice spawn. Okay. That was poor decision making. Not how I should have cleared that. Okay, we got him. Oh, I got the second one at least. Yeah, if you just record the run, you don't actually need to have a timer. We'll retime it for you if, you don't have a timer. Okay. That's saving time. But you can just use live split if you'd like to. You don't need it to be on the video though. Yeah, I definitely missed some messages there. Yeah, so as long as you follow the rules of the category, even if it's long, it's fine. The rules are you have to do it in one sitting. You can take, like, you can step away from your computer, but those are any break you take is timed in. If you take a break for too long, it won't count. That's in the rules on the leaderboard, the stipulations on that. And, it has to be a clear attempt that you are obvious that you were trying to go fast. That's another rule, which is to say, like, if you spend an hour playing Battle over Coruscant over and over and over and over again to get, like, a bunch of studs and then purchase everything and then finish the run, like, we'll reject that because that's, like, you're not trying to beat any percentage quickly, right? But we don't really reject off of that very often. We usually just accept runs as long as it's clear that people are trying to speedrun. I know there are some boards that are a lot more strict on stuff like that, but we don't really care that much about that sort of thing. Ooh, Pog. Thanks to good luck as well, Sandglass. Saw that. Yeah, this game doesn't have a run that's an hour 36. But yeah, there's a lot of resources on speedrun.com. And in the Discord. If you're considering running it, I'd highly recommend joining the Discord. That's probably the best place to ask questions if you're stuck on anything. Almost hit the wall there. Barely nicked it. I don't think it slowed me down, but... You're not doing the touch grass challenge? I'll keep that information for later. Thank you, T-Fresh. Oh, I have no idea how that worked. This is fine. I like barely touched the light. Still a 12. That was a little reference. It's dumb, bro. Fringe. Sounds like someone hates fun. Okay, that works. Okay, there was a way to back that up. That would have been better than what I just did. Whatever, 44. I mean, I go outside too. $43. It's not like I never go outside. Oh, hey. That VHP best split times, I believe. Oh yeah, baby. Best split times. Let's go. Well, we're not going to get a Camino best split time. But we can be ahead of PV. Though I haven't done R4 fly in 2 hours, so we'll see how this goes. Okay. Oh, crisis averted. Was very nervous about that because I started my fly really early, but that seems to be fine. Ooh, that was a little close. That was very close to a deactivation. I guess that's optimal, but it was scary. Hog, gold pace. Surprised it didn't kill me. So, the greedy man inside of me says I should go for gold, but the practical man inside of me is telling me that's a bad idea. I'm going to listen to the practical man because I don't want to reset. Supposed to kill him. Want one. I killed one last time, so I'm going to kill one again because that gave me Happy Jedi Battle. So, that might not stand, that logic. Oh, I didn't get the slash. Sag. Maybe it is frame perfect. Or like, I mean, I guess 2 frame is still pretty tight. I could easily miss that with a spam. Okay. Yep. Classic. Ooh, got the quick shot off there. Alright, well that wasn't great because of the little nonsense there, but that's fine. This is still, I think, an OX. Which is more than acceptable. I'm gonna stand up a minute and go fill up my water jug. Actually, I'm gonna do that during the next cutscene. I'm still gonna stand up though because my legs are kind of getting a little sore. Whew. This run's pretty good. I'm happy with it. We're 20 seconds ahead. We were on best ever pace out of BHP, but we lost like 10 to that on Camino, which is totally fine. So yeah, we're 40 off of Sob, which is totally fine right now. With any luck, we can exit this episode like within 110 off of Sob. Yes, it is. I'd highly recommend Brickbench for stuff like that. Nice. Did a little dance to get away with that, but definitely faster than taking a death. Oh, we're all up here. That's interesting. Oh. Could have forced more there. Whatever. Unfortunately, I took a shot from the Droidica, which puts me back on 2, which is an unusual health total for here. Hoping for the best. Maybe I get the power up. No power up. Okay, don't die, don't die. Alright, we died. That's unfortunate. That was a little slow. Oh, right, that's not the angle. Whatever. Okay, yep. This is not excellent. Oh well. Yeah, I guess that is an advantage to when you're starting off. Being forced to play the rest of the levels also good. What is the part you're trying to practice? The movement or just the out of bounds clip? Because you can sit there and spam the out of bounds clip over and over again if you want. Though I guess the movement is also important to practice. We can set another Jedi Battle best split times here. Okay. Well, in that case, I guess that's not that bad. It's good that the clip is fine. Because I know some people... Okay, well that was really good. Some people struggle with that a bit. But, with the visual cues, it's not too bad. I'd like to get this. Nice. Good. Okay, well... No. Where? There. Okay. Well, that was not a good wave one. Okay, that was crazy pillars, though. Uh-oh. I don't like this. Okay, never mind, we're fine. I think this is like one-offs gold. This is completely carried by pillars. That was not a great set of waves. Everyone was where they were supposed to be, though. Alright. Well, that's maybe a gold. It's like tying. It's a 17 again. I do with gun. Are you lining up with the shoulder or with his foot? They're all like good setups. I know people have success with all of them. I do with gun, lining up foot personally. Well, that was absolutely carried by pillars, but that's fine. Yay! We're not gonna lose 10 seconds to that this time. Hog. Cool. Elbow with gun? Okay. Carry that a little bit to the right because the dude was there. I'm scared. Oh. Okay. Fine. Well, that's certainly best splits. Yeah. Very much so. That was a slow dropout. Alright, I was a little nervous about that because this seems like the kind of run where I'd randomly miss Dooku skip. What's up, Insert Pie? We're on a pretty good run right now. I'm real happy with this one. Even with that terrible Droid Factory, this is still going to be totally... Yeah, I mean, between Jedi Battle and Gunship, I only lost like 1.2 to Saab, which is great. Oh yeah, ads just played, sorry. Part of the schedule. Okay. Actually, not instant, I guess. Maybe a little less than instant. Alright, well that's 5 better than last time. Last time lost 6, so I think we're losing 1, which is fine. This level is stupid and dumb, and I'm okay with a 223. Yeah, you should learn the route. The last stream route's honestly not that bad. It just, you need to get it down a bit, but if you don't know the last route, it's actually, like, terrible. The second barrier skip is not that bad. There's a setup for that, too. The version I do is pretty easy. It's not the fastest way to do it. For the end route or the second barrier thing. The end route doesn't have any 1P2C, but the second barrier skip needs it. That was bad menuing. Yeah. There is a way to do it one player, but it's like the dumbest thing you've ever seen in your life. So I would not recommend. It's also, like, way harder. 23-minute PB, let's go, dude. Actually, I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Well, I have a second to do that. Ah! Oh no! No! Okay. Hey, Bricko, out of curiosity, do you know what the best pillars exit in Jedi Battle is? I did have to skip washing hands. I'll do that in the end cutscene. 31? Okay, because I got a 31 in this run. It was nuts. And then I, like, floundered immediately after because I was freaking out. But I killed the entire third wave off screen, and I got a 50 wave 1 exit with the new strat. is pretty nuts. Unfortunately, I only got a 17 because of that, but I did not handle the waves very well, but that's fine. I'm not mad about the 17. I've gotten 2 117s today, and my gold before today was a 318. Oh, not realize I was on 1 heart. Yeah, the thing about hand wash skip is that, you know, usually when I'm using the bathroom, I just have to pee, and I'm not that worried about my hands getting too dirty. Plus, I can just do it in the next cutscene, you know? Not that big of a deal. Okay, I actually did that correctly this time. I'm on another pretty good secret plans here. I almost did not get ghost hearts. Hey, don't worry, we have 8 mods. Most of them enjoy verifying. Nice. Ended that shot. Ah. I think that's everybody. I hope I landed the shot backwards. No. Uh-oh. Okay, well, it's unfortunate. No! That's bullshit! Dude! You gotta be kidding me! That's some shit, man. I mean, it's only 2 seconds. Actually, it's probably more like 3, but still, like... Anyway, I'm gonna go wash my hands. What an unfortunate series of events there. I'm not sure why R2 was not in the corner. That's been happening a lot to me. It's probably like 70-30 on him being there versus not being there with this strat. Yeah, to be fair, we don't usually watch, like, runs all the way through when we're verifying them or anything. Like, we have a process and we retime everything, but there isn't much value in watching, like, the entirety of, like, a 3-hour any percent run, right? Like, it's mostly just a waste of time to do that. There are things to check. Okay, yeah, Chess, I'm not saying, I'm not giving all the details, I'm just saying that, like, if people are hesitant to submit something because they don't want someone to watch the entirety of their run, just know that that isn't really... Yeah. With SM64, it's also just a lot more people run the game. Higher standards of verification, probably. Okay. Oh, dude, I forgot about last round. I did backwards John Lind out of bounds. That was crazy. Oh god. that's unfortunate. Ah. This is not an excellent room 1. Ah. Okay. Slightly worse now. $210. That's actually pretty garbage. I did fumble quite a bit on getting up the satellite and the death also. That was not exactly the best movement I could have done there. Oops. Come on. Always third try, man. Which, you know, I'm not complaining. I'm perfectly satisfied with third try. Sorry, I had to think a lot right there for a second. That was not a backup I'm comfortable or familiar with. Hey, Traves, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well this evening. Ah. Ah. Well, I didn't lose like 20 seconds right there this run. That's good. The gonk did not throw off my entire vibe. I'm doing pretty well today. This is not the movement. This is a pretty decent run I find myself on right now. I'm pretty happy with it, all things considered. It's much better than the run from earlier, and I was honestly not too mad about that one at this point as well. So... we take those. Do a nice slow setup there. Yeah. It's hard to talk during gameplay. Like, some gameplay, it's not too bad. I know, like, you know, I've ran this game long enough. I know places where I can sneak a quick glance at chat. But that's one of the things I like about this game, is it's actually really nice to stream with it. Because you have all this downtime and cutscenes that you can, like, do things, look at chat, etc. Totally fine with that, Junland. I'm to save some time here. We're, like, demolishing best splits, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Chonky best splits. Yeah. I really do like the built-in brakes. They're pretty sick. Though, this is, like, the only kind of game I've ever ran. Like, long games with cutscenes is, like, my main speed games. So, I don't really have a great concept of the alternative. Come on. Hello? Get in there. Hello? Okay. That was really weird. I just could not get him in the speeder. He was not going in. Hello. Chill, 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 chill. There we go. That's how you actually clear the dudes. Yeah, so I found out recently that you don't have to jump for that last one, and oh my god, that makes that like so much easier. Like, it wasn't hard the other way, but not having to jump there actually does just trivialize that whole thing. So I used to mess that up all the time back in the day, just shooting those metal detectors. I get your audio to work. Are you recording with OBS? If so, you might have to put in a secondary desktop audio capture. I have two. Like, I have desktop audio and game audio, and if I just have game audio, it doesn't work. I don't know what that's all about, but that worked for me. Yeah, I mean, I guess I've ran some ILs, but I don't really, like, count those, because they're only ILs of longer games that I've ran. And I don't usually stream that sort of stuff anyway. It's mostly just something I do offline. I'm feeling in the mood. How we doing? Gonk. What's up, Gonk? Playing that a little safe there. Okay. This is a heads up that, if you're planning on submitting a run, it does need audio. And lining up that shot can be kind of dumb sometimes. Yeah, runs on the board require audio. That's part of just the standard of verification to help us make sure runs are legitimate. Oh, thank you, Insert Pie. I forgot to put the thing behind him again. I keep forgetting. I gotta remember that next time I reset, that I need to put the thing behind him so that he's not being blocked. But thank you for blessing the run with Chimky Cool Vibes. This run has indeed been blessed. We're on a blessed run right here. Yeah, if you're unsure about any other rules, I would definitely recommend checking out the rules on the leaderboard, since standards of verification are all on there. That's the only one that you probably would get tripped up on. The rest are pretty easy to not follow. Oh, if you are doing an IL, extras are not allowed. That is another thing that might not be like the most obvious thing. Yeah, Zach used to run on Mac using some emulator thing. That should be fine. We have Linux and Mac as platforms. Yeah. I don't know much about Linux or Mac or anything like that, but... Come on, stop doing that. That's not the greatest line of all time. Nor is that. That was also not the greatest line of all time. Overshot. It's fine. Hopefully this is okay. Please, Obi-Wan. Please. Yes! Yes! Let's go! It's a run, boys! Let's go! Oh my god. I'm not confident about this, though. Oh, I do not like. I hate. Okay, good. We're good. We're good. We're fine. Dude, we're golden. Peaches and cream is all I see. Let's go, dude. Alright. Not losing 40 seconds on Princess again. No. I think that was a Steve Brule reference from the Adult Swim TV show. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if that's a saying outside of him saying it, but that's where I know it from. Okay, chill, chill. Luke, chill. Chill out, man, buddy. Don't gotta do that. Okay, I wasn't sure if the levers were gonna work. Chill. Chill, buddy. We're just pressing buttons. Alright. Not the greatest. We are losing time here, but my PB didn't get tractor beam, so... not too worried. So, Obi-Wan not showing up is kind of strange. It's been happening a lot to me, like, the past couple days. It used to, like, never happen to me. I'll take a 4 flat, especially with a missed out of bounds. That's probably like a 55 with out of bounds, which means the rest of it has been pretty good execution compared to my best with tractor beam. I will take that. But yeah, the past couple days he's been really... Ever since tractor beam was introduced, it seems to be more of a problem. And like, it's recoverable. We have a backup for it, but it does lose a ton of time, so it's really nice that we don't have to deal with that. And that is definitely a chunky best split times. Take those and we keep running with them. We can reasonably leave this episode with a 226 BPT still. And I don't think I've ever left this episode with lower than a 228 BPT before. So I'm happy with that. Though, we'll see how this goes. Not exactly the strat I'm looking for there, but it's fine. Still at 115 with the smack. A little worried that that wasn't going to work for some reason. I'm not sure why I was worried about that. Yeah, I'm glad I adjusted, because that was a little scary. Okay, we're good. They all clustered and died in one shot. I was a little worried when they started running at me that that wouldn't happen, but it happened, so we're good to go. Oh, is that a frame perfect lever pull? I didn't even see the thing. Not a huge fan of my current health total. Oh, okay, yeah. I flustered a little bit there, but we're fine. Nope. Oh, but no aggro. We're good. That was a little late. Could have done that earlier, but that's fine. Is fine. Just need to not get really unlucky here. We're fine. I don't know if that camera pan actually consistently works there, but it worked there. Alright, I guess I whiffed my input there. It's fine. Alright, it's at 22, I think. Cycling characters? What do you mean by that? I think you have to do that. I don't think there's a way to cycle characters in story. Or there isn't. I know there isn't. You have to, like, tag them with Y. Okay. For some reason, I'm getting, like, mad flashbacks to the time in 2019 where I forgot to save the game after the halfway point of the run and then reset. So I'm really actively thinking about saving the game right now, so I don't forget. Yeah, that's just a free play thing. Lego Spaceballs? That would be interesting, but I doubt they would go for an IP like that, considering it's not very commercially relevant in modern day. It'd be kind of funny, though. Thanks, good luck, I'll appreciate it. Okay, interesting. Well, I have full torpedoes because of that, so that's cool, I guess. Stupid. Oh, good. Health refresh there is nice. Oh. Okay. Well, that was probably not the order of operations there, but whatever. Oh, that was... Oh. Fortunate is what that was. I didn't think it was going to be fortunate. I think it was going to be annoying, but it ended up working out, so... Okay, well that was kind of scuffed, but that's fine. 2 years sober? Yo, good shit. Congrats. Yeah, nicotine, I've never vaped or smoked cigarettes, but I've had friends in college that were pretty into that, and I've seen how it has affected them, and yeah. I wish anyone struggling with that the best of luck. Definitely not the greatest thing. I think this is like a 36 or something. Yeah, no, I have no intention of starting. I'm pretty averse to substances in general. Like, my only real vice, as far as, like, consuming things go, is, like, sweets. I like candy a lot, but that's about as bad as it gets for me. Down. Yes. Okay, 35, it's fine. Yeah. I consider myself lucky that I just never found any interest in drinking alcohol. It's a pretty expensive thing as well. Definitely no joke how much expensive, or alcohol is pretty expensive, especially compared to like how much you drink. Yeah. I just try not to eat candy too often. My problem is like if I buy like a bag that has multiple servings in it, usually I'll just eat the whole thing. Which is not great. Save, 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 save. Okay. Saving. That was not the greatest save of all time. We're fine though. Yeah, I'm liking this pace quite a bit. So I got that 226 solid. DPT rather. No real disasters in the first half of the run. Obviously some splits that could be better, but nothing like really, really bad. Yeah, this is a speed run. What are we? I'm like 40-second. Yeah, 47-second best split times here. Which level scares Evan the most in AM? See, the like, I feel like 6-6 is like the easiest answer to that, but I doubt that's the right one. Probably some like random free play I'm not even thinking of. Oh, is it Jabba's? Did you say that because I'm in Jabba's? Pod race. Ah, that's fair actually. That's fair. Wait, no. Dude, if you miss a kit, you can just, like, not do the strat later on, right? Like, the only kit that you can't miss, there's two that you can't miss. Every other kit, if you miss it, you can back it up. Dumb. Not a great door there. Kind of through there on a number of things. Speaking of throwing, holy, it's +3 already. Whatever. I'm not that concerned with this level. Ooh, spider did not get in my way, surprisingly. Alright, good night, T-Fresh. Thanks to the good luck. Hopefully you wake up to a fat, chunky chimkin PB. was fast. I have the feeling this is bad. Yeah, I did have the feeling. Oh, this is really bad, actually. Well, that's unfortunate. This was like... It was actually like gold paste into this, I think. Whatever. Yeah. If you are struggling with the back half of the oob movement, as long as you can get... There is another strat you can do that still saves a lot of time over playing the room. It's not really well documented. I don't know if I can link you to something that has it in it. But basically, as long as you can hit the trigger that leaves that room, there's another out of bounds you can do in the next room to get back out of bounds, and then you can just hit the grate that way. It actually doesn't lose that much time either. It's not faster, but it probably loses less than 10 seconds. So if you're struggling a lot with the out of bounds movement, it's not like the worst strat. But like, I literally don't know where I could tell you to go look for where that out of bounds is. Like, it's not really well documented. If you ask about it in the Discord, if you're in it, someone can probably link you to a video of it. I'm sure there's one floating around somewhere. Alright, Carcoon, my beloved, show me what you got. Oh god, I thought I shorted that. Okay. Oh. Well, that sucked, but it's fine. Luke's over here. I think I'm alive with player 1. Alright, well that's dumb. There's one dude left, I'll probably just kill him. Don't get a good shot off on me here, please. You. Take the obligatory death. I dodged the other death, so one death here is not that bad. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. Alright. Don't fail me now. It doesn't fail me now. Yes! Oh my god. The setup does not stop working. Oh, yes. That slam's not that hard. The timing is... Okay, get out of here. Not the most intuitive thing in the world, but once you get the hang of it, it's not that bad. We take those. We take those, man. Whew. Sorry for the loud clap. I was really, really nervous that this would be the run where the setup stops working. But it doesn't! First try every time, baby. Whew. Man, I wish it would work when I'm trying to record a video of how it worked, because that was when it stopped working. Oh, happy Friday, everybody. If you live in the Eastern time zone, it's now Friday. As of like 10 seconds ago. Alright, we keep going, man. Yo, Yahoodles, thank you for blessing the run with Chimpy Cool Vibes. This run has been blessed. And hopefully it remains blessed. Oh, Friday's your day off? Let's go, EJP, man. You get to party tonight if you want to. Mountain is the worst. You know, I just think that's true. Out of those four, at least. It's like... The four, U.S. mainland continental time zones. Like, Mountain has to be the worst, right? Hello, Bricko. Bricko lives in Mountain Time. Oh, no. Alright, we'll just take the, like, 56 or whatever this is going to be and run with it. Okay, yeah, that's classic. Not how you do that. Yeah, you know, that's true. No W in Mountain Time. There is a W in Western Time, though. Time to die. Yeah, Pacific, exactly. Wentrel. But no Mountain. Oh, no, turn. Okay, well maybe this is not the time I thought it was going to be. Yo, nice deflect. Don't kill me, please. Ah! Okay, 58. Well, you know, 58, we'll take that. Yeah, Lountain for sure. Not the speeder showdown I was exactly looking for, but I don't care. I can afford to lose 3 seconds to my Delta here. Lountain. Have I golden anything yet this run? I don't believe I have. I think this is a no golds run so far. Yeah, there has been a lot of PBs recently. Definitely too early to call this one here, but hopefully I can maintain my lead here. I mean, I hope so, but I've been throwing a lot in the late game recently, so I'm going to try not to get my hopes up too early here. I think a lot of people would disagree with you, actually. Endor, I think, is a lot of people's favorite level, or it's definitely a fan favorite for the community. A lot of people really like Endor. Just because there's a ton of... It's like a really execution-heavy level, right? It really... The people that practice it a lot can benefit a lot off that practice. Though it is definitely hard to learn. I'm still not very good at it. Getting there. Getting there. Almost missed that fly there. Yeah, Wicket does suck. Nobody likes Wicket. At least in this game. In the movies, I'd have no problem with Wicket. Other than the concept of Ewoks in general just being some commercialized ploy to sell merchandise, but you know how it is. Oh, there you are. Okay. A little more. Dude, I hate it when they're running up against the thing that soft locks them if they get stuck, or if they die right next to it. It makes me really nervous. R2? Super jumping? What the heck? I've definitely never seen that animation before. Okay, yeah, that's not how you do that. Oh, Chewy last is good. Alright, 37 is fine. Really the only problem so far was missed jump up once. Ah! Rock. People. Power up kind of in a bad spot. That's alright. Surely there's no problems here, right? Yes. Okay, it's fine. Fine. I don't know if I've already shot this door. I thought I did, but I might not have. Nope. Ah. Damn. I think this is still gold pace. Oh, shoot. Well. Okay. That was dumb. Probably could have golded that, but maybe not. Definitely not now. Didn't think I had it finished, and I had to take a second there. Yeah, okay, I definitely would have golded without that. I mean, that's fine. Yeah, so my opinion is that The Last Jedi is not really that bad of a film. It has some missteps, and it's not, like, good, but it's definitely overhyped at how bad it is. And the seeds of Star Wars being destroyed by the Disney Corporation were sowed before Last Jedi. The Force Awakens had plenty of problems, because that movie gets too much praise, in my opinion. Obviously, 9 is terrible, though. But yeah, I would not be mad if they did another Indiana Jones game. Would not be mad at all. You know, if Into the Death Star could be a cooperative level this time, that would be sick. That'd be awesome. I would 100% play the heck out of LIJ3. The next game's already announced? Oh, I missed that. What was it? No! That sucks. That's fine. We can afford to have a misstep here or there. It's alright. Maybe I should just always err on the side to going a little to the left of where I think he's going to be, just so that can, like, never happen. That's probably not a bad idea, because the only time that happens is when he gets away from you. And that only happens if, as you're pushing him down, like, you kind of go behind him and he sneaks around you before the camera gets around. So I think if I just always err on the side of going left, that can never happen, and that's probably a good thing. That's okay. We can take unfortunate 20-second time loss on Destiny and continue without breaking a stride. Yeah, well, I've been saying that every time I've made it to Into the Death Star for like a month, and I have yet to do it. In case you aren't aware, T-Fresh, I still have not beaten my tractor beam gold here, which is funny. I would just like to save time here. If I can do that, I'll be happy. Alright, I need this. One over there, hopefully he comes my way. There's another over here. Okay, well we got everybody already. Okay, yeah, everyone is here now. And we're missing torpedoes and it doesn't matter because, oh my god! Dude, what? Again? That's 2 times in a row I've just gotten, like, the nut. Actually stupid. Alright, what was this? A high 4x? Whatever. I didn't play that very well, but I had a lot of spawns, so it's hard to lose when you have a lot of spawns. Okay, well, this should be fine, unless I'm another stupid idiot again. I guess we'll see. Surely I can't mess up the interior multiple times in a row, right? Surely. Yo, end me soon. Thanks for the follow. Apologies if I butchered the pronunciation of your username, but I appreciate it, and I hope you're having a good day. Oh, I didn't need to do the backflips. I forgot I got backflip skip. Alright, chill on hearts, maybe. Not a fan of my current health total, but say lovey. Alright, chill. Stop. Chill. Chill. Okay. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're just gonna get him. We're gonna get him. It's gonna be fine. Yep. All good. No worries. There's 2 seconds, or more than 2 seconds, but it's not a big deal. FB Fork, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Oh, did that not fly? Okay, it flew that time. Is this a gold? I didn't see what time I entered. I played the back half of that, like, reasonably, though. Not even close? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, I'll take the 4 seconds. You had me thinking I was losing like 15 seconds here or something. Alright, I'll take it. Ugh. Well, that's, we're back a minute ahead again. 227 BPT into episode 3. I can do stuff with this run. I can do stuff with this. Maybe we have an okay episode 3 this time? That'd be cool. Bum ba-dum ba-dum. Bum ba bum ba-dum ba-dum. Bum ba-dum ba-dum. I want to go to sleep, but every time I close my eyes, I think about Chimkin's fat pacer. Sounds very funny. $29 reset pog. Okay. Don't slash. Ooh! Yeah, thanks to good luck, Spencer. We're doing pretty well here. I should really learn the 1p2c here. I can't tell you the number of times I've said that while playing this level mid-run in the past month and a half. But I really should just learn the 1p2c here and suck it up and do that. But I just never think about it when I'm not here in a run. And I don't want to YOLO it, because that just sounds like a good way to like randomly lose like 40 seconds in a run on accident. Oh, yeah, you're gonna hate the way I do library skip in this run, but it's gonna work, trust. I had a solid, like, hour library skip session earlier, and I have something that I like that I'm gonna do. I did forget the mini-kit. This is a sad time to be an all mini-kit enjoyer. Yeah, that just... It's a finicky trick. There's a lot of information about it, and it's hard to answer that question, is the basic answer. Okay, that should be good. Ah. Fine. That red brick is vehicle smart bombs. It's helpful in Hoth battle. Just saving about a second here, it looks like. Minikit? Aw, early minikit pog. Alright, maybe we don't lose a minute on Chancellor this time. That would be pretty sick. Man, my hands are all sweaty. I hope that doesn't cause unforeseen badness. That's unfortunate. And that's also unfortunate. Shouldn't have jumped there. Misplay. Okay. Chill. Alright. Jump. Jump. Hello. Alright, well that was a disaster. Oh, okay. Oh, alright. This is a pretty bad... Okay. Alright. Yes. Alright. That was interesting. I won't get owned this time, I have full health. That only happened because I didn't have full health. Easy peasy. Though this is very not good, but whatever, it's good enough. This is not working right. Huh! Alright, that was fortunate. Take those. I guess LB1 didn't, like, slow down and have a snack like he... I'm gonna stop talking a sec and, just focus on movement. This is a really... Okay, stop. Straight line, buddy. Not that hard. Alright, I don't really... Okay. Well, everything didn't go well, so that's not going to help me here. But, okay. Thank you. This is fine. I don't know why I chose to stop pressing A as soon as it was possible for me to hit continue story, but alright. I'm a little far away here. I hope this is forcible from here. like never get shots on the first one, and then I get a 3 cycle. Okay, copium. We gotta find some way to, like, drop Yoda out during the cutscene so he falls out of bounds. That's unfortunate. You know, it might make sense to drop out player 2 there so he moves more during the cutscene, since he's the bottleneck here. Okay, yeah, that's what I was trying to do, yeah. It's fine. Go to whatever. It's like +4 to gold, but that doesn't really mean anything. Okay, yeah, good one, buddy. Okay. That was an interesting idea. Okay, I could have sworn I went around that, but alright, I guess I didn't. Okay. Thought there was a guy behind me still. And completed 3-5 and 3-6. Interesting. Yeah. My brain did a couple of things there. There was a point right after I pressed the pause button where I said, I think there's still a guy behind me. I better not be paused. And then I went into the options menu. because I wanted to be unpaused. Ooh, crisp. I don't even know how I got that edge jump. I thought for sure that was not going to be an edge jump. Okay, stop. Nope. Okay. I believe that's a gold. Maybe not. I need to stop. Okay, that's two runs in a row where after dropping in, for some reason, the first thing I did was press up instead of attack. I don't know where that came from. The only reason it didn't work... Oh, okay. Well, the only reason it didn't work is because I pressed up. I liked it when I was practicing it, but if it's faster, that's fine. I didn't think it was dumb. When I press the button, it works anyway. I just like it because then I can just spam it through and I have to think less about it. Ah! Dumb. Right. That makes sense. Well, this is not a good Vader, but that's okay. Okay. Well, alright. How about we chill? Chill out a minute. And get down here, Anakin, please. Holy moly, you're taking your sweet time. Whatever. This is fine. When you load into a room, jump slashing moves you forward, and you can jump and attack before you're able to move with the stick, so sometimes that's fast. The short answer. It's a very small time save that just moves you forward before you're able to move, basically. Okay, chill. Buddy, chill. Okay, I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back. Oh, sorry, I didn't know this random game knowledge. My bad, Zach. I better look at the TCS encyclopedia so I don't make such a mistake again. Okay, you know what? I don't want to sit down right now because I'm kind of... I need to move. Get the energy out, you know? Oh my god. Okay. I did not know that. That's interesting. Do I not have meeting? No way. I need to stop doing that so slowly. Oh, okay. Alright, yep. Oh, yep, camera. Yeah, this is a moment. Well, classic. I mean, this could be worse. It's fine. Be better if I started killing some dudes a little faster here. Okay. I mean, that could be worse, I guess. Ugh, this is ugly. Good time to die. Oh, did not see him. Perhaps if I had done this differently, I would have seen him, but okay, good time to die. Alright, well this is gonna be terrible, but that's okay. This is par for the course for average Jedi battle, or yeah, Jedi battle, thank you.
Hello there.
Cocoa Krispies, thanks for the follow. I mean, this isn't... I actually don't think this is losing time. Keeping ourselves on our toes, though. I'm not gonna let it be an easy one, that's for sure. I'm saving 5. Yeah, I don't know how long this cutscene is. I know it's somewhere between 40 seconds and a minute, but as for what the number is, I couldn't tell you. Yeah, I was plus 10 to my normal out of arena. I did execute the AT-ATs relatively well. I didn't get the double wrap, of course, but I found them quickly. And that's usually the bad part of my off battles, so I'll take that. I'll take that and run with it. Plus, my gold there is kind of fake. It's not really fake. That is my actual gold, but I didn't buy or turn on IT in my gold. So it's a little bit fake. Though it was a 10-second gold, so it still would have been my gold either way. Oh, dude, I had the heart ready to go for that shot there. It was like I preloaded the heart. Oh, interesting. He was still alive. I'm not sure how he survived that, but... Somehow I got the full power up there. Hold up, this is... Give me a second, I need to focus on not dropping my controller off my leg. Yeah, this is some movement right here. How did I miss that, bro? This is fine. This is fine. We take these. Oh, what? I think I just like threw gold there. Oh yeah, I mega threw gold. That's fine. It's fine. Oh my god. That was... oh, my hands are like killing me right now. Way too much 1P2C there. I definitely could have golded in the last room. It wasn't like amazing before that, but... What happened? Well, I've been saving time a lot, and I've not been losing time as much. Also, I can play a lot better than my PB, that helps. Yeah, this is really just like a D-Rust run, you know? I just want to finish runs more often, you know? Oh my god, that's an amazing emote. Is that yours, Bricko? Okay. That was a terrible, terrible, awful line I just took there. Okay, how about I die, please? Okay, good. Still 51. Thanks for the good luck, appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, 229 is... That's true. Zach is correct. I'd already thought about that, actually. I was thinking about that in the Hoth battle opening cutscene. If that happens, I'm just, like, uninstalling the game and quitting speedrunning, though. Okay, can that TIE fighter just, like, fuck off? Oh my god. He was going to town. This is an example of how not to approach that barrier, but fortunately this is still fine. Alright, Dwayne. Oh no. No, 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 stop. Stop, stop, stop. I'm not hitting that. Okay, yeah. That works. Hit, 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 hit. Hit. Okay. This is some nonsense, is what this is. How do I even approach this? Okay, that's helpful. Hit, 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 hit. Hit. Oh, okay. So, as far as complete bullshit nonsense boulder, that was actually not that bad. That could have been significantly worse with the boulder I was given at the beginning of that room. So, I'm okay with that. Obviously, this is not good, but that boulder was like... That's like worst case boulder right there. Like, oh boy. Yeah, the boulder has a lot of variance. The direction and speed that it moves is RNG. Whatever. I salvaged a 4x from that, and I'm okay with this. I didn't play it super well, but I was pretty overwhelmed. And to be honest, with a boulder moving that fast, it's really hard to know how to play it. Because there's a ton that you could preload, and they literally wouldn't even hit before they're gone, right? Like, I'm not great at playing boulders, but... I mean, I definitely messed up at the end. I was way spread apart, and I died, and I lost seconds to that, but whatever. Okay. $27 seconds to the boulder? Yeah. That's true. It's the only RNG that isn't manipulatable. Well, I mean, I guess you could say 800 by 600 is manipulating Grievous. Oh, I only got half the barrier. That's interesting. Okay, I missed again. Please don't be slow. I'm slow. This is an example of how not to play buttons. Still only +3, despite all that. Okay. No moment on pickle this time. Okay, whatever. I missed this whole conversation that's happening in chat. This is not a time for chatting, this is a time for gaming. Am I right, fellas? This is like +2 to like gold right now. But my gold loses a lot on the remainder of the level after this. Ah! These are really oddly spaced jumps. I hate them. I'm pretty sure they're still bad on my side over here. No. Got them all. Okay. Real close. That might be Degma Gold, baby. Oh, it's really close. I don't think it is. I think it's barely off, but it's close. Oh, it's so close. That was good. Cave to the end was good. But that's fine. I'll take this. The worst part about this was, like, I fumbled at 3 seconds on the buttons. Oh my god, guys, I have a partner in my chat. Holy. Oh my god. Now that is a gold. That's a gold, baby. We take those golds, baby. Yeah, surely this is the run where playing CCT for an hour earlier today will pay off, right? Surely. At the end of it, I had my average of 5 sub 4. So, surely that will affect this, right? Got those 2 frames, baby. Let's go. 2 frames faster. That was one of the golds I've not golded since 2021. So the list is growing smaller. Huh. Okay. Did not get that. I can't believe that didn't kill him. That's not the strat, but I forgot what the strat was. Fine. Okay. Give me a second. I'm flubbing here. fine. It's fine. Don't worry. A little too early. This is not working. Mulligan, it's fine. Yes, okay. It's fine. Okay, okay. Good, 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 good. Let's fucking go, baby. Let's go, dude. Okay, no, hold up. Not over yet. Okay, we take those. We take those. We fucking take those. We take those, man. We take those. We take those. Okay. Not the greatest. DV2... pretty slow, but that's fine. I think it was third cycle, which is totally fine. Oh, I'm gonna walk around a little bit. Oh my god. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Thanks everybody for the good lucks. Appreciate it. So what do we need? 603? I think I can manage that. My average here has been like, what? 44? Which includes this one in it. So outside of that, it's definitely a 3x. I should be able to get a 3x easily here. Alright, let's play it up. We got it. That was interesting. Definitely not the way I normally play that, but whatever. Yeah, we're not getting this shot. Yeah, that was not exactly how you're supposed to play the Boba fight, but it's fine. Keep those. Alright. Play this ultra safe. Okay, well. My brain did not process what my eyes were looking at there. I said, let's go to the left and shoot this guy. And then he was right in front of me, and I'm like, oh, there he is. Alright, come on, baby. Yes! Yes! Let's go! Let's go! Yes! Ah! Not today, baby. Oh. Popping off. Oh. And not soft locking. Yes. Ah. Okay. Okay, how about we get in there, huh? We'll play this nice and safe here. Keep it together, keep it together. Manifest your time. You can see the end of the run, you just need to play the route, buddy. You got this. No, oh. Okay, well, this might be, yeah. I tried. I did try. I tried to sap him, and I quickly gave up because he was not having anything to do with me. I mean, this should be good enough. I'm not worried at all. I have a lot of leeway here. This should be easy 3x pace. We're good. We're good to go. We're good to go. Oh. Chimkin does the worst surf ever, voted off of the TCS mod team. I almost killed R2. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, yeah, I deserve that. Oh, nice. Oh, spawn killed, dude. Let's go. Yes. Yes. Let's go, baby. Yes. Yes. Okay, let me throw that back to PB. Yes, dude. Ah, we got there. Yes. Ah. Okay. Ah. Okay. That's right, baby. Oh, okay. That was a good end platform. I was dialed in. I wasn't, I had, like, blinders on. I was just on the game there. Thank you, Bricko, for the, sub. 18 months, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, aside from the few parts of episode 5 that were pretty silly, like room 2 of Hoth was pretty silly, and the boulder was pretty silly. But other than that, like, you know, it wasn't the greatest CCT of all time, but it was fine. Oh, let's go, dude. Best exit sheet. Top 10, baby. We're top 10. Let's go. Yes. Okay. It's crazy how 28 was alive into CCT. Yo, Metal String. Thank you with the tier 1. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the congrats. Yeah, dude, you need sub 230 for top 10 now. You almost need a 28 for top 10. I mean, almost. Almost is kind of out there, but yeah, dude. Oh, okay. I'm letting everything kind of settle here.